Welcome everybody to another God of War Ragnarok video. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault here today. And what we're going to do is we're beginning a series on secrets and treasures that we're going to find throughout the different stages of God of War Ragnarok. And we're going to start right from the beginning on everything that you find in Midgard, or everything that I found at least in Midgard, prior to moving on to the next realm. Now, I will give you a warning ahead of time. There will be spoilers in here. I will try to keep them to a minimum, but some cannot be helped just because of the nature of this video. So there's that to consider. So if you don't want to be spoiled at all, then be careful with what you're going to watch here. So before we locate the first of our treasures, we're going to go through quite a long cutscene and series of cutscenes and all that as we catch up with Kratos and Atreus and what they've been doing. Eventually, Kratos goes to sleep, wakes up, and finds Atreus gone. That's where we'll pick things up. Now, this first section is only treasure chests. I'm not going to look at every pile of Hacksilver that you can find and every hanging bucket and all that. Those things I'm not worried about. This is mainly going to be treasures, where you locate special items like runic attacks, special armor pieces, all that sort of stuff. Everything else is going to be to the wayside. So without further ado, let's get going. And if I miss anything that you can see, please leave a comment down below so I can go ahead and address that in the future. Let's get to it. Alright, so upon waking up, we're going to come across a dead animal and a trail of blood leading away from him. We're going to follow that trail of blood, and that's going to lead us to where the first chest is located. You'll come up here, see this broken tree with the blood all over it that you can't get through, and over to the right, there's your first chest you're going to find in the game, the first secret, first treasure, however you want to look at it. Go ahead, grab it. It's Hacksilver. That comes in handy for upgrades and all sorts of things later on. Immediately come on out, and to your right, you'll see this busted tree blocking your way. Throw your Leviathan axe at it, jump across, and then bear to the left. Once you head to the left a little bit, you'll see your second chest. It is inaccessible here, so just turn around, jump up over this little ledge, and head around. We'll drop down, have to jump up to another one. Don't get baited by that in front of you. Turn left, boom, get up there, drop down, and get your second chest. More Hacksilver. Alright, so now we got a 2-for-1. You're going to have to fight some guys in this area, and all these are unmissable, basically, unless you just happen to walk by them. So these areas, you don't have to worry. We're not going off the beaten track for any of these right now. Just go ahead, kill everybody in this area. There's 5 or 6 guys, I believe. Follow the path around. Once you make this left up here, you're going to come across another handful of guys you got to fight, all these raiders. Take them down, and then you climb up the wall here. On the right-hand side, you'll have your first red chest for crafting materials, and then as you continue on, we'll see where the third yellow Hacksilver chest is going to be. Once you finish these 2 chests up, you're going to enter into another cave. Go through that cave, you're going to have to do some combat. There are little piles of Hacksilver there and lots of barrels and whatnot to destroy. So you just get through that, and eventually you're going to come up to a new area where the little thinner cavern opens up into this larger one. Engage the enemies here. On the right, boom. Another little yellow chest, and you run up these stairs. You see the red chest over there on the left. Hop up here, turn right, jump, and grab it. And there's some more crafting materials for you. Take them and run. Now once you collect that one, there's going to be a little bit more action, a big boss fight. You end up reunited with Atreus. You kill a couple of bad guys. End up back in the cave. You're heading home. You hop down this chain, turn around, and on the right hand side, here is the last red chest you're going to find before you make it back to your home. Now after this one, there's a whole lot of stuff happening, so we'll get back to you. So it's a bit of time before you get to your next chest, but you end up meeting a couple of the main antagonists for the game. In that time, you end up in a pretty massive and awesome boss fight, and then you end up exploring an area that looks vaguely familiar from the last game. As you're doing that and following Atreus as he's leading you on his way, this little spot here, turn left, you got yourself a nice little chest. Go ahead and grab it. Got a little more Hacksilver for you, and that's going to come in handy soon. Alright, as you're being led to the temple by Atreus, you're going to take a left instead of a right. And right here, you use your little chains to burn this up. You'll free open another box. Feel free to collect that. A little more Hacksilver. Let's keep going. Now, very shortly after that, you're going to have a place where Atreus keeps leading you. He jumps down. Instead of following him, hang a quick left, jump down, grab this box, a little more Hacksilver for you, and then make your way back up. So keep following Atreus down. Look around a little bit here. 2 drops down, and then to the right, we're going to see one of those tributes to Odin hanging. Now, I said I wasn't going to show all these, but I'm showing this one for a specific reason. We knock it down, and it's kind of there just to lead you right there to yet another Hacksilver chest. So go ahead, grab that offering, which is some shattered runes, and the chest. Now we'll collect our first bit of lore as we continue on. You can't miss it. It's right there on the wall. Go ahead, grab it, but immediately to the right of it, you see a chest. It's down here, but be careful. Right there on the left-hand side, once you open this, you're going to get a pretty powerful creature that's got you out-leveled, that's going to wake up and want to fight you. So have fun taking him down. A little bit after that, you're going to have a boss fight, and when that's done and you've killed the Huntress, you're going to get some really cool stuff. Check it out. As you loot her body, what are we doing here? We're grabbing that? Okay, I'm sorry. As we loot her body, we're going to pick up some neat stuff like the Frozen Flame, which is going to allow us to upgrade our axe. And we get our first Runic Attack too, which is sweet. It's a Light Runic Attack for the axe. Winter's Bite. So make sure you collect them. And once you've got your Runic Attack and all that set up, you're going to follow Atreus up this ice wall. He's going to try to lead you into this other cave coming up, or these ruins, I should say. But you're not going to follow him right away. Because, you know, instead, we're going to do what Kratos does best, and we're going to go left when you should go right. Right down here, there's a little goodie right there, but down here's another chest. Make sure you grab it, bash it, take it. So we're going to get 2 chests in here, a red one and a regular Hacksilver one. First one's over on the right, and this gives a great moment where Atreus actually calls you out on your ability to find these things. So you gotta love it. You'll recognize these old ruins from the last game if you played God of War 2018. So make sure you grab these crafting materials out of this one. And you're going to make your way back up. And there's a Hacksilver chest very close by too. So you just head on out after this. Ignore Atreus for now. He's going to wait patiently for you. He's a good boy. You've trained him well. And let's see, that's where we saw it. But you see it up there, the little Hacksilver chest. Just head around and we're going to rappel our way up there. Let's do it with our grappling hook. Bingo. Take it. And enjoy. So once Atreus is done showing us what he dragged us out here for, and we come out of the Tears painting there, you're going to find back-to-back red chests. First one over here on the right, easy enough. All you got to do is lift this gate. But it's a real easy one to run past, I'll tell you that. If you're not careful and you're just zipping along with the game, you'll miss it. You'll miss out on some great crafting materials. Now there's another red chest very close by, and you're going to have to break through this floor that Atreus is pointing out right here. I'll show you where the chest is real quick. If you take a look, it's across the way. Don't beat yourself up trying to jump down there or figure out a way to swing across. Not going to happen. Follow Atreus up here, head around a little bit, jump up a second time, look down, and then boom, you're through the floor. And tear whatever you want up in here. And jump across, you've got that next red chest. Take the crafting materials, and let's move on. So a little further along, as you're heading home for the second time in the game so far in the first couple hours, Mimir's going to want to have a little talk with you about the boy, and it kind of forces you to walk slowly. You cannot miss this next red chest, or I guess you could, but I don't see how, unless you totally weren't paying attention. But it's right up there on the right. It'll knit you a little bit more of the crafting materials. So you definitely want to grab it, as we're going to do right here. Bingo, some forged iron. So that's the last of the treasure chests I was able to find in the opening portion of the game. We've made it all the way to Sindri's house now, So we're going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. This is a good chance for you now to hang out with Brock and Sindri for a moment, upgrade your armor, fix things, whatever you want to do at this point. If I missed anything, please make sure to leave it down in the comments below so I can put a note somewhere in the description on what I missed. I'd appreciate that. If this video helped you at all, a like would be appreciated, and a subscription to the channel would be appreciated just as much. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault. I'll be doing another video like this real soon, so ring that bell and you'll get notified when it comes out. Until next time, I'll see you.